set to go here at the Hershey Center.
Cizikas and Duchesne line up at center ice for the opening face-off here as the linesman and the second referee doing some house cleaning over in front of the penalty box area where the carpet was out for the national anthem. We are underway, and the Majors in the dark blue jerseys, right to left, win the opening. Cameron Gaunce, pass up ahead, deflected, looking for Neuber. Now here's a loose puck, scores! Lopes jumps on a giveaway in the Battalion zone. The Majors strike first.
Well, you said it, Dan, the Brampton Battalion giving up the puck. It was a bit of a scramble just inside the blue line of the Brampton zone, and then it's given right to Lopes. Here it is. We'll see it. A blind pass there, and Lopes takes it, and he's able to walk right in, gets the shot off, and beats McCollum stick side.
In their own zone, and Grachev now makes the turn. Grachev fights his way through a check, gets to the net, scores! That's just how good this Rangers draft pick is. Evgeny Grachev now just 1 point away from tying Jason Spezza for the team record for most points by a rookie. 2 away from setting the mark.
Well, Dan, I mentioned earlier that Thomas McCollum might be the key piece to lead the Battalion this season, but this is one of the players that has really driven the Battalion, the third option. And look at this great play. Not a lot of room for Chris Carosi to see right there. Probably did not see it at all.
Team here in Mississauga, nice puck-carrying defenseman. Got the puck deep in the Brampton zone. Then Neuber comes over, and here we go. The head was down. Peluso's head was down, and just a little bit when Neuber came in for the hit, Peluso took exception to it. And Neuber had no intention of fighting.
And I don't know if Kyle Neuber knew who was above him, but
Cizikas can't do it. And the puck is up top now for Cameron Gaunce. Gomes, top corner, no mistake, Majors 2-1.
What a play by Cameron Gaunce from the point. I'm not sure if he meant to do this. He kind of looked like he fanned on the pass across to Casey Cizikas, but that pass found its way through, and then it was put towards the other side of the ice, as we'll see on the replay. Gaunce will take the puck. Here it is. It looks like he may have fanned it, but he gets it across there, and then it'll come to Jared Gomes. And look at that. Jared Gomes, the veteran. But McCollum's all right, and he's ready to go.
Here we go, Neuber and Peluso. Neuber's saying, all right, you want to do this, and here they go. Face-off is done, the stick is down. Neuber's stick was the first to go, but I think, and Neuber's telling the linesman, don't bother to get involved. Now, you've got to be the master at throwing punches and not hurting your hand at this time of year, and both these big boys can throw them. Neuber pretty good at the uppercut, so watch for him to come up and under here at some point, but Peluso's a big boy and he's got to stay away. Neuber just punching the visor, it looks like almost, and down they go.
Well, there you go, Dan Dunleavy. People have been calling you for it. I was calling for it. Everybody had talked about this. Peluso versus Neuber. You talk about Probert, Domi, McSorley, Clark. Well, we had Neuber, Peluso here.
Rush with Eckelman. Eckelman backhand off the glove of Thomas McCollum. Eckelman gets it back again. Smith-Pelly out front. Delayed on the pass. Gaunce scores! Cameron Gaunce nails it. 3-1 St. Mike's.
And St. Mike's gets this third goal thanks in large part to Michael Pelech, who was able to use that long reach of his. Michael Pelech, who returned after going to the dressing room after it looked like he sustained an injury to his right foot. He returns. He has been one of the toughest Majors out there all season long. He comes up with a huge play in the Majors defensive zone that led the Majors coming down the other way, and eventually Kerbashian, who had gone around the Battalion net, will find Gaunce, and Gaunce has all day to find some room, and there's Pelech again providing the screen in front of McCollum. So an incredible shift there from Michael Pelech, who had just returned from that foot injury.
Trying to take that pass away, one-timer over on the far side. High stick, Day with a touch-up in the slot. Parlett scores! Majors taking control, lead it 4-1.
Well, Dan, I remarked that so many Brampton Battalion fans here, but I think the Majors fans are outnumbering them. They are certainly boisterous, and they're enjoying their Friday night here at the Hershey Center, and Blake Parlett helping them do so, giving the Majors a 4-1 lead. A bit of a scrambled play in the Battalion zone, as we'll see on the replay here. All of these bodies, count them, there's about 6-7 bodies right there, and then the puck will just come loose. Blake Parlett, who had moved in from his faced about 92 shots.
The Mississauga Majors, for the first time this season, have defeated their rivals from Brampton. 4-1 the final.
And all is well in Mississauga. The Majors come up with one of their bigger efforts in front of one of their bigger crowds of the season. And Chris Carosi, Dan Dunleavy said at the beginning, this guy can be an X Factor, and he was an X Factor tonight, possibly coming up with one of his best games of the season. I'd say 5 to 6 sensational saves that could be on any highlight reel out there.
What a night for Chris Carosi. The native of Nepean, Ontario, leads his team to victory on Rogers TV.